You feel that immediate internal scramble when an urgent request drops? That low hum of panic when a deadline appears with no clear justification? This isn't just stress. It's a conditioned response, and someone engineered it. We've all felt it. The sudden pressure to decide, to act, to comply right now. Whether it's a limited time offer flashing on a screen or a must-ship by Friday email landing at 4:30 p.m., the sensation is visceral. Your chest tightens, your breath shortens, and a deep, gnawing exhaustion sets in long before the actual work begins. This isn't an accident of a fast-paced world. It's a precise, deliberate mechanism designed to operate on you. That pervasive feeling of being rushed, of constantly having decisions forced upon you without adequate time for evaluation, isn't some vague psychological distress. It's a real, measurable physiological response, a specific neural pathway being triggered. Your brain is reacting as if under immediate threat, not as if processing an information request. This isn't about productivity. It's about a primitive bypass. When these urgent demands stack up, they aren't just creating stress. They are systematically overriding your higher cognitive functions, forcing you to operate from a lower, more reactive state. You're not just tired, you're being neurologically coerced. This isn't mere incompetence or organizational chaos. That's the first layer of deception, designed to keep you looking in the wrong place. The true mechanism at play is a dark psychological tactic, manufactured urgency. It's a precise operational procedure, deployed tactically, to deliberately bypass your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational evaluation, critical thought, and cost-benefit analysis. Instead, it activates your amygdala, the ancient alarm system, forcing a fight-or-flight response. This isn't a byproduct of speed. It's a deliberate control tactic, ensuring micro-compliance by disarming your critical defenses. Many have been conditioned to believe that this constant, overwhelming pressure is simply the new normal, the unavoidable reality of a rapidly evolving world, or the consequence of demanding leadership. You might attribute it to poor planning, systemic disorganization, or even your own perceived inadequacy in keeping up. This narrative, however, is a calculated misdirection. It's the shallow explanation offered to maintain the illusion of uncontrollable external forces. The truth is far more precise. These engineered deadlines are not a sign of a high-intensity environment. They are a direct attack on your cognitive autonomy, designed to keep you from ever gaining enough distance to analyze the system itself. The deeper mechanism here is a sophisticated cognitive trap, a dark pattern to contain your critical evaluation. By perpetually activating your amygdala, it prevents you from stepping back, from questioning the underlying assumptions, or from considering alternative timelines that might serve your own interests. This continuous state of manufactured emergency ensures you operate within their timeline, not yours, responding to their priorities with an unthinking immediacy. It's a method of systemic conditioning, where your natural resistance is worn down by a relentless cascade of must-do-nows, slowly chipping away at your capacity for independent thought and action. And this ongoing bypass keeps your internal operating system outdated, leaving you increasingly vulnerable. This constant bypassing of your prefrontal cortex isn't just about exhausting you in the moment. It's about a continuous extraction. Every time you're forced to make a snap decision under duress, you're not just giving away your time. You're giving away cognitive energy, emotional resilience, and ultimately, your autonomy. This is how the system extracts value from you without your conscious consent. It's a micro-compliance loop running silently in the background of your daily life, making small, almost imperceptible withdrawals from your internal resources. Over time, these small extractions compound, leaving you depleted, disoriented, and increasingly unable to recognize the architecture of your own containment. You need to understand how the system operates on a fundamental level to even begin to disarm it. Consider the subtle ways this plays out. A manager drops a quick syncs request that spirals into an hour-long unagended meeting, pulling you off track with no notice. An email thread demanding an immediate response on a complex issue, giving you insufficient time to formulate a strategic answer. Each instance feels isolated, a minor inconvenience, but together they form a systematic pattern. They are not about the information itself. They are about maintaining a state of perpetual low-level crisis, ensuring your energy and focus remain scattered and reactive. This is how the system keeps you on a leash, always chasing the next urgent demand, never having the space to plan or strategize your own escape. You are running on their clock, not yours. The cumulative effect is a profound internal operating system degradation. Your capacity for long-term planning diminishes. Your ability to distinguish between genuine urgency and manufactured panic erodes. You become a highly optimized high-response unit, excellent at reacting but terrible at directing your own trajectory. This leaves you profoundly vulnerable to every new, subtle, daily extraction of your time, energy, and ultimately, your personal autonomy. But to break this loop, to reclaim your decision-making capacity, requires a countermeasure. Not a philosophical shift, but a precise tactical protocol. An internal upgrade to detect and disarm these traps in real time. This is where your personal delay trigger protocol becomes not just useful, but critical. We're talking about the time lock protocol, a specific repeatable pause and evaluate framework designed to re-engage your prefrontal cortex when the amygdala is screaming. It's your internal circuit breaker, designed to buy you the crucial seconds needed to regain control. As the pace of engineered compliance accelerates daily, demanding an internal operating system that can detect and disarm these traps, this upgrade is no longer optional. It's the only way to ensure that your decisions are truly your own, and not simply a programmed response to their weaponized deadlines. This isn't about mere resistance, it's about reclaiming microseconds. The time lock protocol is a layered countermeasure designed to insert a deliberate, calculated pause into the automated response loop. When that urgent demand lands, your system, conditioned by repetition, defaults to immediate compliance. This protocol, however, forces a manual override. It's about establishing a new default friction point, a tiny internal delay that prevents the knee-jerk yes from ever forming. This isn't a suggestion for better time management. It's an operational procedure to re-engage your higher cortical functions precisely when the lower reactive brain is being targeted for capture. It's your internal firewall activated. The protocol begins with acknowledge and name. When an urgent request comes in, do not respond directly to the content. Instead, internally state, this is a manufactured urgency trigger. This simple act forces a momentary conscious detachment from the immediate emotional hook. It stops the amygdala from fully hijacking your system before the prefrontal cortex can engage. It's not about being rude or uncooperative. It's a silent internal declaration of recognition. You are identifying the mechanism, not engaging with its superficial content. This is the first critical step in disarming the loop, creating a micro gap between stimulus and conditioned response, allowing you to observe the trap before you step into it. Next, you assess the true urgency. This involves a rapid internal cross-referencing process. Is this request genuinely critical to a larger, imminent system failure? Or is it merely urgent to the sender's personal timeline or project management style? Ask, what are the actual, tangible consequences of a 15-minute delay? A 1-hour delay? A half-day delay? The vast majority of urgent demands collapse under this simple scrutiny. This step exposes the manufactured nature of the timeline, revealing the psychological pressure point. Remember when we discussed the bypass of your critical evaluation. This step explicitly re-engages it, forcing a rational cost-benefit analysis before you commit resources. The third and final step is implement the strategic delay. This is where you physically manifest the pause. Your response is calm, measured, and non-committal. Something like, I'm currently focused on X. Let me review this and get back to you within the hour. Or I need to check my capacity for this. I'll circle back by a specific, slightly later time. You are not refusing. You are simply taking control of the timeline. Even a 15-minute delay can be enough to break the automatic compliance cycle. This reestablishes your boundary. It reclaims your decision-making power from the operator and places it firmly back within your control. This is a tactical maneuver, not an emotional reaction. The consistent application of this time lock protocol does more than just mitigate individual urgent demands. It recalibrates your entire internal operating system. By repeatedly asserting control over your time and attention, you begin to decondition the reflexive compliance that has been installed. The incessant energy drain you felt, the exhaustion from constant reaction, will visibly diminish. You stop being a captured resource, perpetually operating on someone else's timeline, and become an independent node capable of sovereign decision-making. This is the tangible, material shift from a perpetually reactive state to a deliberately responsive one. This protocol isn't about avoiding work. It's about eliminating the engineered vulnerability that allows others to extract your energy at will. This upgrade is not merely beneficial, it is critical. The pace of engineered compliance is accelerating daily. New tactics are deployed constantly, demanding an internal operating system that can detect, analyze, and disarm these traps in real time. You are not just learning a trick, you are installing a fundamental defense mechanism against a pervasive, escalating form of psychological extraction. The identity shift here is profound, from a participant in the extraction loop to an active disarmer of it. You become an individual who understands the true nature of urgency, not as a measure of importance, but as a weapon for control. This understanding is your armor. The pressure to decide in Novi is not a sign of a fast-paced world. It is a deliberate, tactical bypass. The time lock protocol is your direct countermeasure. It is a precise operational procedure to reclaim your agency, one micro-decision at a time. This isn't about feeling better. It's about operating smarter within hostile architecture. Start tomorrow. Choose one urgent demand and apply the 3 steps. Acknowledge, assess, delay. Implement this. Your autonomy depends on it. Your autonomy depends on it. The deadline is a weapon, and now you have the means to disarm it.